I only praise the living God when I'm middle class. That line, when I'm middle class, that is so specific.
It is.
Why middle class and not just rich?
That stood out to me, too. Middle class implies security, comfort, predictability. It's safe.
Right.
He's asking a really tough question. Is my identity or my morality or my faith, is it actually just a byproduct of my economic safety? If you strip away the air conditioning and the SUV and the full fridge, who am I really?
It's Maslow's hierarchy of faith.
Precisely. If your base needs aren't met, does the whole spiritual structure just collapse? Blizz seems to think that for him, the answer is, well, maybe yes.
And that scares him.
Of course. He realizes his belief might just be comfort in disguise.
And he feels dirty about it? He mentions that no soap can wash away my stains. It feels like he's saying money can fix a lot of problems. It can buy a nice suit to cover the stains,
right,
but it can't wash off the guilt of knowing you're a fair-weather friend to your own values.
And that guilt drives him to try and overcompensate, which is where the trek takes a turn into what he calls the hero complex.
This part fascinated me because usually wanting to be a hero is a good thing. We want to save the day. But Blizz says, prime example of a hero complex, that's me.
Yeah.
He talks about wanting to help as many people as he can to make myself a martyr, but he frames it as a negative. Why?
Because of the motivation. It all comes down to the motivation. He deconstructs why he wants to save people. He says, the problem is I'm trying to leave it in my name instead of his.
Yeah. In my name. Oof.
Think about that. There is a massive, massive difference between true altruism, helping someone because they need it,
right,
and ego-driven altruism, helping someone because I need to feel important.
It's a difference between being a helper and being a savior.
Correct.
Yeah.
Blizz realizes that he's trying to build a legacy. He wants the statue. He wants to be remembered as the guy who fixed everyone. He calls it a bad start.
And it is.
And psychologically, he's right. If your self-worth is tied to being the fixer, you end up using people's problems as fuel for your own ego.
You're not serving them.
No,
Yeah.
You're consuming their tragedy to feed your pride.
That is dark.
Yeah.
But it's so common how many leaders or even just parents fall into that trap. I have to fix everything because I am the fixer. And Blizz is seeing this ugly truth in the mirror.
Mm-hmm.
He asks himself, is it pride? Is it ego? Am I still lost?
He's spiraling. He's realized his faith conditional on money. His service is actually narcissism, and his prayers are a masquerade. So, I mean, the question is, how do you resolve that?
How do you live with yourself when you realize you're a fraud?
Right.
Well, he goes to the extreme. He goes to the deathbed.
The ultimate perspective shift.
He does this thought experiment a few times.
Mm-hmm.
He asks, if I die today, where would I go? What kind of God do I know? He feels like he's somewhere in between, which, by the way, sounds like a terrible place to be.
It's limbo. Somewhere in between implies he's not fully lost. He knows the truth, but he's not fully found because he's not living it.
He's stuck in the gray.
Exactly.
But then right at the very end of the source material, the music changes, the flow changes, and he talks about his last 20 seconds. And this is where I felt a shift in the whole narrative.
A focus turns outward.
He says, if I had 20 seconds left, I pray 1,000,000 seeds would be planted for my last breath.
Notice what's missing from that wish.
Yeah.
He's not asking for a monument. He's not asking to be remembered as a hero. He's not even asking for his bank account to be full.
No. He says, I pray they look past my sins and Jesus would be heard.
And that is the resolution. It's the death of the ego we were just talking about. He accepts that he is a flawed vessel. He accepts that he is a mirror man with stains that soap can't wash. But his hope is that the message is stronger than the messenger.
He reminds me of that Japanese art form, kintsugi, where they repair broken pottery with gold lacquer.
Oh, that's a beautiful parallel.
The break is still there, but it becomes part of the art.
Yes. Blizz is essentially saying, I am broken pottery. The lie stops when he admits he can't be the perfect hero. The truth, the authentic reality is, I am a mess, but I hope something good grows from my life anyway.
He stops trying to be the source of the light.
And is content to just be a cracked window that maybe lets some light through.
And that brings us full circle to the title, I Lie to Me. The lie was saying, I'm good. The lie was saying, I'm the hero.
And the truth was admitting, I'm somewhere in between.
I think that's why this resonates, even if you aren't into the specific genre or the theology. We are all lying to ourselves about something.
Oh, for sure.
Maybe it's not about God. Maybe it's about our career. I love my job. I'm crushing it. Or our relationships. We're so happy. We tell ourselves, I'm good. Because the alternative
Admitting we are lost or unhappy is terrifying. It's easier to wear the mask. It requires less courage to be the automaton reciting the lines.
How are you? I'm good. How's work? Busy but good.
But as Blizz points out, that mask gets heavy. And eventually, the mirror man changes. You lose touch with who you actually are.
And I think that's the danger. You wake up one day and you don't know the person looking back at you.
And the cost is connection. You can't truly connect with others or with a higher power if that's your thing, if you aren't there. If you're sending a representative, a PR version of yourself to do the interacting, you will always feel lonely.
No matter how many people surround you.
Mm-hmm.
So what's the takeaway here for the listener who is currently driving to work, getting ready to put on their own fine mask?
I think the takeaway is about the power of confession. Not necessarily in a religious booth, but just the act of admitting the truth. Blizz wrote a song about his hypocrisy, and ironically, that song is the most honest thing he's ever done.
Sunlight is the best disinfectant.
Exactly. When your internal reality matches your external words, even if that reality is "I'm struggling," the tension vanishes. The mirror man looks like you again.
That is a powerful place to land. We started with the fine mask, and I think Blizz has given us permission to take it off, at least for a minute.
Yeah.
You don't have to be the hero. You don't have to be middle-class secure. You just have to be real.
And that is usually enough.
I'm going to leave you with a thought to mull over as you go about your day.
Yeah.
Blizz asks, why can't I just be who I claim? It's a haunting question.
Yeah.
So here's the challenge. If you stripped away your job title, your middle-class comforts, your social media bio, and that reflexive "I'm good" you give to everyone who is the mirror man looking back at you, do you know him? Or is he a stranger?
It's a question worth staring into the glass for.
Thanks for diving deep with us today.
Until next time.